Hello and welcome back into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here or you've been here before and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Very much appreciated, and turn on the notification bell so you can get notified when I drop these videos. Thumbs ups are very much appreciated as well, and most importantly, comments. Love the comments. Like I said, fuels the Knicks-Verse discussion. And today we're going to discuss something that's really been annoying me. But I'm going to shine some light on it, why this actually might be a good thing. So here we go. RJ Barrett snubbed once again. Snubbed by ESPN's top 100 list and Sports Illustrated. Nope, didn't qualify. Now Julius ranked 41st on Sports Illustrated and 42nd on ESPN. Vooch, Dre, Simmons, Ayton, those guys were ahead of Julius on that list. Kind of shocking. And on the Sports Illustrated list, again, Vooch, CJ McCollum, DeAndre Ayton, and Brandon Ingram. Yep. RJ snubbed by Larry Nance Jr., Derek White, Jaren Jackson Jr., DeAndre Hunter. These players made it onto the list. Now, I'm not saying they don't belong on the list. I'm saying RJ belongs on the list as well. And you're going to tell me you cannot find one other player of those from 50 to 100 that don't really belong? Well, that RJ should get the nod over them. That's what I'm saying. Come on. Look at this. Anthony Edwards, Gordon Hayward. Okay, Gordon Hayward, yes. Colin Sexton. Malcolm. Oh my God. Look at those guys. Look at this. Cade and Jalen Green both made it on the list. Never played a second of pro ball, but they made it on the list. There, Jaren Jackson Jr. as well. 71st, he's ranked. I think if you were to make a trade with Memphis for Jaren Jackson Jr. straight up for RJ, I don't think the Knicks do it. I think the Knicks would want something in return to come along with Jaren Jackson Jr. That's what we're talking about here. So what are we talking about here? Why does this happen? Well, for one, you know, the never-ending diss of RJ, it has a long history, and we'll go into it. But first, I want to go into Julius. Julius was ranked 42nd by ESPN. All right. So last season, Randle was as big of a surprise individually as the Knicks were as a team, making him an easy choice for the league's Most Improved Player award and earning him a well-deserved contract extension. The question is whether he can replicate that success. Even if it comes close, the Knicks will be quite pleased. Okay, something they forgot to mention is he was second team All-NBA. Second team All-NBA. So he was one of the top 10 players in the entire NBA, but can't make the top 25 of either list, or even, let's say, the top 30. Come on. Get out of here. Man, the dissing of our top players is just got to stop. However, that being said, I actually think it's going to be a good thing. Yeah. Now I'm going to explain my logic. But before we get to that, look at this. Stat Muse, which I love. Follow that. They put out these random tweets, which are awesome. Julius Randle's career year last season, just to put it into perspective, there are the stats. All right, only one other player in NBA history averaged 20, 10, and 5 on 40% shooting from three in a season. Larry Bird. The Hall of Famer, one of the all-time greats. The only other player that has had a season like the season that Julius had in terms of the efficiency of these stats. How can this be? How can they keep getting dissed? Look, even when you go over to Reddit, here, Ja at 31 over Randle. Here, Smog Fishes posted Ja at 31 over Randle. I swear the dude gets so overrated. Ja 19, 4, and 7 on 45, 30, and 73 splits. 537 true shooting percentage, 74%, 74 win share, .74 win share over 48, number 31. That just doesn't even make sense. Look what the RJ's numbers were. 17.5, 6, and 3 on 44, 40, and 75 splits. 535, only 2%, only like, not even 2%, a 0.2% lower true shooting than Ja. And higher win share. Didn't even make the list. Now look at that one. Randle is the 27th highest rated player in 2K22. You know the list is bad when 2K makes more sense. That's KDL 2000. And then the reply by Pawn Noobs 13. I think I can't see it too well. Yup. And RJ is also top 50 in 2K. Honestly, 2K did a good job on their rankings when you see BS like this. It is just too much, just too much. But someone else made it. Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter squeezed in to the top 100 ESPN list at number 95. Oh man, Kevin Huerter, of all people, how does this look? All right, let me read it to you. One thing to watch for. Okay, Huerter proved to be a utility player for Atlanta during the 2021 season. He came off the bench and started as the Hawks shuffled lineups while dealing with injuries. In the playoffs, Huerter averaged 11.4 points in 10 starts, including 27 points in Atlanta's Game 7 win over Philadelphia and 10.6 points in 8 games off the bench. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I would love to have Kevin Huerter on the Knicks, but he wouldn't start. You know who would start over him? RJ. That's right. RJ would start over him because look at him. Look at here. Here are the side-by-side comparisons. Sorry, this way. Look. RJ starts, plays more minutes. He played more minutes than almost everybody in the NBA last season, except for Randle and I forgot who else. Look, RJ has a higher field goal percentage. RJ has a higher three-point shooting percentage. RJ's a better rebounder. All right, Huerter, better passer, slightly, but a little more, but not much more. Steals, he does get him on the steals, which that's one thing I definitely want RJ to work on. He was better at steals as a rookie than he was last season. Blocks and then in points. Look at the point differential. That's it's 5.7 points difference. That is substantial. Now let's look at some advanced stats. Here we go. Offensive rating. Huerter's got he's got RJ there. Defensive rating. RJ's got him there. Net rating. RJ's got him. RJ 2.7 over 1.7. And I'm a big fan of the net ratings, defensive rating, offensive rating, and that really does help tell a big part of the story. Now look, the assist ratio, like we said, Huerter definitely, and now actually because Huerter's, when he's on the floor with the second unit especially, he's more of the facilitator. He's a playmaker. He runs the point actually often. Then they got Lou Williams, and then it went a different way. But he beats them there. Rebounding, usage percentage. Look at the usage percentage. Look at that. That means RJ is a key part of the offense itself. That finished fourth. Yes, Atlanta, finished just below, and then of course they beat them. But come on, and look at the pie. The player impact estimate. 9.5 for RJ. 7.7 for Huerter. Now those are low. The 9.5 is almost 10, which starts getting into the decent territory, but I know definitely he will this season. So there's the story right there. How does this happen? Well, look, even an Atlanta Hawks fan tweeted out saying RJ didn't make Sports Illustrated top 100 NBA players list. That's absolutely ridiculous. He's easily top 100. LOL. He's a top 50 to 60 player without a doubt, and this is coming from a Hawks fan. So come on. Now, you know why this happens? I'll tell you why this happens. Well, for one, like we said before, like I talked about before, there's been a history of dissing RJ. He got dissed. He didn't make the all rookie teams. He didn't even make the second team, or just totally dissed there. However, what happened? What did RJ do about that? RJ took that angst. He took that diss and he used it as fuel to come and become a beast And he is in the process of becoming a beast. And last season, he made such a dramatic jump. He is definitely, by far, one of the top 5 two-way young players, 23 and under, in the entire NBA. Easily. That fuel now will continue. So then complacency cannot set in. And you don't see it. It's not in his character. He's been working out all summer. And this is just the final cherry on top of the diss sundae that RJ's going to have to eat and then take it with him onto the court every single night during this next NBA season. And he's going to make them pay. He's going to make them pay. He's going to humiliate these people who make these lists, just like he did last season. I'm actually surprised he didn't make it this season based upon the incredible improvement that he made. It's just shocking to me. And now let's look at it in terms of Mr. Julius Randle. Julius Randle. What do you think he's going to do with it? Same thing. This is going to be tinder. This is going to be fuel for the flame that burns within him already. And he's going to take it onto the court, and he's going to keep punishing people. He's going to return to be an all-NBA player again. Absolutely. That is my feeling. We're talking about, barring, injuries or anything like that. For sure. His determination and his focus and his work ethic is just too high for him to slip out. So, and also the other thing is, these guys, these media sources, ESPN and Sports Illustrated, they get off on dissing Knicks players. Now, there were other Knicks on the list. Kemba made it. Derek made it. Mitch made it. I can't remember. So I think one other player made it. So it's not like it's like a flat out totally, they just totally disregard all Knicks players. No. But specifically, Julius and RJ, there's just something about them that this media realizes, hey, you know what? We get more bang for our buck, more clicks from you guys by dissing their beloved players. So that's what's happening. But it's going to work out. It's going to work out because it's going to be fuel. Man, I can't wait for the season to start. I cannot wait for the season to start. I'm like losing my mind, man. Training camp begins next week. And I think it's just going to, I wish I could be at those scrimmages. I wish they would, MSG would just like broadcast live, but there's no way. Because then the rest of the NBA could learn Thibs' secrets. But still, I would love to be a little fly on the wall during those scrimmages because they're going to be tremendous. All right. Well, once again, hey, we're almost at 3,000 subscribers. So please help be a part of getting us to 3K. All right. And thumbs ups, subscribe, and I will see you guys around